Good evening, it's Wednesday the 22nd of January. I'm back out on the Saltings next to Shore and Footbridge. It was such a good session this morning, I couldn't quite resist coming out again, so here I am. Nice night for it. Just coming up to high tide in about an hour. So I'm going to fish top of the tide and at least 2 hours down, see how it goes. After earlier, very optimistic. Let's see what happens. So I just want to show you the setup for this evening. Half a crab, I raided the freezer for a few more on a size 2.0 hook. I've upped the size of the hook to try and keep away from the small eels. There's a lot of them pestering the baits the other night, so hopefully they won't hook up. Still got a chance with flounders and bass, of course, and then if we did get an eel, hopefully that'll be a decent sized one. Then that's on a 2-foot trace, 25-pound amnesia, simple running ledger, 4-ounce breakaway. So there you go. Well, it's my first specimen fish of 2020. Not a flounder, but a silver eel. 70 centimetres, 1 pound 12 ounces, so bang on specimen size. There he is. Superb. So it's just approaching high tide. I've gone down to 1 rod. Baits are getting absolutely battered by tiny eels. At least I'm not actually hooking them like last night. I've had a few small bass as well. Only tiny, 20 centimetres or so. Tide's just slackened off now, and based on the last couple of times being here, best fish came about an hour to 2 hours down from high, so optimistic you can get a lot better very soon. As you can see, it's a lovely, crisp, quiet winter's evening. There you go, hour after high tide, nice bass, 45 centimetres, lovely. They just keep on coming. Who knows how long they're going to stay around this year. Well pleased with that. Let's get him back in. Another eel, 1 pound 8, so good size, not quite specimen. Nice fish nonetheless. There he goes. Right, well that's me done for this one. Been a nice little session again. Can't believe how well the Ada's fishing currently. Gonna have to have another try in the morning. Hopefully get back on this spot. If the tides come up too much, then I'll be along the quay fishing behind the flats. Either way, you got a good chance of bass and flounders again. So see you then. Good morning. It is Thursday the 23rd of January. Back on the marshes again near Shore and Footbridge. Tide's 5.8 metres, and as you can see, it's still enough room here to fish without getting wet. So that's fantastic news. I've only really been here on much smaller tides. So it's now about an hour after high. Just going to fish 2 hours of the ebb, hoping for more bass and hopefully a specimen flounder. Let's see what happens. So I just want to show you the bait I'm using today. Half a crab, tipped with a few legs on a Camasan Aberdeen hook, size 2.0. I've kept the bigger size of hook because it seems like I'm mostly targeting bass now. Eels are all gone, so I don't need to worry about them during the daytime, but that seems to be doing the business for the bass. And that's attached to 2 foot of 25-pound amnesia on a simple running ledger with a small breakaway. So there you go. I think I'm getting a bite already. Looks like a bass. Rod ripped over just now, still nodding away. There it goes. Oh yes, let's get him in. Oh, there you go, nice bass. 48 centimetres. Must be best part of £3. Lovely, healthy looking fish. There he is. Good 48 centimetres. Fantastic. There he is. Lovely looking bass for the second half of January. Probably my best one of this month so far. Fantastic. Let's get him back in. There he goes. So you know how in fishing you get some days that are absolutely brilliant, can't do any wrong. You get some days that couldn't be worse, everything you try fails, it's an absolute nightmare. And other days you have good bits and bad bits. Much like life in general, I suppose. But Captain Donut here has gone and trodden on his rod in all the excitement of catching that bass. So as you can see, the right hand rod is currently fishing but walking wounded. Oh dear. So I just wanted to say about fishing the river, one of the best things you can do is have a good look at low tide. Check out where the gullies are and the mud flats are. Get an idea of where flounders and bass might be using certain routes to move up and down the river. What you'll find is they use the same routes on a regular basis. So if you can put your bait into one of them, you've got a damn good chance of picking up fish. So I'm going to use this pointer that I brought along with me today to show you exactly where I'm fishing. If you look at the footbridge, there's a gully that runs from the middle of the bridge there, straight along the bank here, about 20 metres out. So all through there, that's where I'm looking to cast. It's hard to say exactly where, but you have a few casts, test it out, see where you get bites, and then you've got a good idea where to put your bait. Looks like another one on. Yeah. Let's get him in. Here he is. Another lovely January bass. 42 centimetres this time. Lovely condition again. Nice. Let's get him back in. Well, it's absolutely kicking off. I've got to get him back in. Both rods are bouncing around again. Come on. There he goes. Here we go again. Another winter bass. 45 centimetres. Lovely looking fish again. Other rod's still going. Let's get him back in quick. Here he is, bass number 3 going back in. There he goes. Let's hope the other one's still on the other rod. And he was still on there, and it's another absolute beauty. 48 centimetre bass. Prime condition. And that's number 4 for today. What a session. 4 in 2 hours so far. Here he is, number 4, 48 centimetres. Gotta be £3 again. Beautiful fish. Let's get him back in. There he goes. Nice. Well, that's me done for this one. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been quite a session. First bass came about an hour and a half after height. Then nothing for about an hour or so, and all of a sudden 3 bass within 10 minutes. That was quite a ride. Just saying goodbye to Mr. Swan. See you next time.